has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see they recognize that, Clark. I mean, they are not going to give him that look.
Kept alive. Garnett kicks to Wade. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Wade's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Harris outside. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Harris, right side, and he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Well, it's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up, I guess.
Here's Walker. The Magic getting the bucket on the mark with the 15-footer. Walker's got his first points in this one.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
And that one's good by Lopez.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
To the paint. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And for Brook Lopez, always gifted offensively. That's a given. And where he's improved, I think, is in his defense and rebound. It takes a lot of effort to move that big body around, but he's made that commitment to really get after it, and it shows.
Now, here's Burks. 9 points last game. Lopez sets a screen for Burks. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. Poked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Well, let's take a look at where Orlando ended up, Kevin, rank-wise in the league last year. 12th in free throw percentage, 13th in opponent shooting percentage. And for team steals, a little bit to be desired there. Just made it to the top 20 in the league.
And it's Walker penetrating. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Wade. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Paul kicks to Lopez. Stolen by Wade. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And Wiggins throws it down. The Magic trail by 4. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a clinic out there, guys. This is exactly how you attack a defense. Move the ball, sharp cuts, really a nice pace to their offense.
Here's Paul, following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Over to the left wing. Here's Burks. Chicago grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And Kevin, in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up way too often.
Yeah, and that did make things really easy, guys. Nice to get a win if you're on that side of it and not to have to work too hard for it.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly the defensive effort that hurt them. Just no energy, no purpose.
Steve, I thought they were late on their rotations. They didn't really communicate well, and as a result, they paid for it.
Now, here's Lopez. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
You know, the Bulls' offense was not that great last year. As a matter of fact, they struggled to score. But when they did get to 100 points, they were one of the best teams in the league.
Here's Wade. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
You know what was great, too, Kevin, was the way he balanced getting his own shots and making plays for others.
Now, here's Burks after Dwayne Wade's miss. And here's Burks. Thompson, a screen on Garnett. Now, here's Burks. Guarded closely. They need this one, and the basket good. Burks has got his second basket of the game. Chicago with the ball. 6-point lead. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And a change for the Magic. Miller's checked in. Lamb dishes to Hansbrough. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Hansbrough's got his first points of the night.
You know, passing the ball well on the perimeter has really opened things up offensively for this club.
Steve, it makes the game easy. I mean, 10 straight points off assist. That's impressive, but it's easy when you move the ball.
Now, here's Burks. Lopez sets a screen for Burks. The second chance effort. This is his first free throw of the game.
Now, last season he made good on about 3 of every 4 free throws, almost exactly 75%.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Magic's offensive struggles last year were numerous, but a big part of it was that they just didn't get to the line often enough.
Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Now here's Lamb, covered by Miller. Lamb with the ball. He had 10 points in the win against Minnesota. 6 to shoot. And that one's on target from the wing.
And for the Magic not getting to the foul line, that's a two-headed coin, if you will. One side of it is not attacking the basket, but the other side of it is lacking the experience and craftiness to draw fouls.
So here's Burks, following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Now here's Burks. He has 5. And the dunk by Lopez.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
And Chicago has possession, following the basket by Brook Lopez. No good from Lamb. Back up the points about the Magic and the fouls.
Wow, look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
Now here's Lamb. And he elevates with a slam dunk, and Brook Lopez did not like that. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Now here's Lamb. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Burks can't get it to go.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Lamb, good. And now it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Tyler Hansbrough, known as Psycho T back in North Carolina, big-time banger, seeks contact offensively, and draws a lot of fouls, too.
Chicago making some changes. Vitor Favarani's checked in for Wright. Wade comes in for Hairston. And Levine subbed in for Lamb. The Magic also changing it up. Peroantic, he's checked in for Lopez. Scott comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Paul. Now, here's Burks. He has 7. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Burks has got 9 points.
And Hansbrough single-minded offensively, and I don't mind that. Hey, you catch the ball in positions he gets it in to score. Some would even go so far as calling him a black hole, but, you know, last season he was a little more selective, and I think he had his best season yet as far as scoring efficiently.
Well, with this soft D, they're allowing them to shoot a very high percentage from the field so far.
Yeah, and they're just not offering any resistance, not making anything difficult for them, and they're able to kind of do whatever they want to do.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
And Hansbrough, a pretty good post defender. His physicality really serves him well.
And he's improved his rebounding rate the last couple of seasons as well. You know, he's got good mobility for his size. So he keeps himself in the mix for all those loose balls.
Here is Livingston after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. They grab their own miss, kicks it to Burks. The feed now to Miller. Here's Ontic. Second shot opportunity. That one a little long.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Wade. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
Yeah, they've got it flowing right now, guys. They're putting together a nice little run.
Now, here is Miller. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Good. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Wade outside. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. And Orlando the other way now. Inside, here's Burks, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. Now, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Levine can't hit.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
Now, here's Burks. Not a lot of room. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Some changes for Chicago. Whiteside's checked in for Vitor Favarani. Garnett comes in for Tyler Hansbrough. And it's C.J. Miles in for Levine. The Magic also changing it up. Pachulia, he's checked in for Peroantic. Cephalosha comes in for Miller. And it's Thornton in for Burks. The Bulls leading by 6. Near the three-point line, it's Wade. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Wade's got 10 points. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pachulia. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Now Chicago's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And that one's good. And now it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
Well, they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one. That's been very apparent.
And anytime a team gets a double-digit lead in the first quarter, Steve, you could be headed for blowout city.
Now here's Thornton. From deep. The shot misses. Here's Garnett. Shot is off.
Coming up next.